Because what is coming out is that these people are squatting on their father's land. And I'm having a problem understanding the question of ownership when they are squatters. So how can we apportion ownership of the trees? And in circumstances where one is saying, I bought the seedlings, planted them. Initially, I was supposed to buy, my brother was supposed to buy seedlings, I planted for him. I bought the seedlings at some 6,000 shillings, I planted, but I was never compensated. And the land, they're squatting on that land. So who is the owner of the trees?
Mr. Ruben?
I think the Honorable Senator is right. Actually, the owner of the trees is our father, even if I planted. Because he's the holder of the title deed.
Senator Mutinda? Kit Shorts?
You stated earlier that when you're making your submissions, that the reason you're here is because your brother, the deputy governor, misused his office.
Yes.
So, after you were released, after your arrest, did you make a point of making an official complaint against your brother on the misuse of his position in office? At the same time, I look at both of you, you are above 60 years.
Yes.
Have you ever, in the 60 years of your brotherhood, have you ever taken each other to court, or has any of you caused an arrest among each other within that whole duration that God has kept you? Thank you, Madam Chair.
Madam Speaker, I've forgotten the first part of your question. The first part, yes.
Okay, I've said when you are doing your submissions, you said that the reason you are here today is
Yes.
because your brother, he misused his office, he used his power. Then I'm asking, after you are released from police station, did you now file an official complaint of misuse of office against your brother? That is my first question.
Thank you, Your Honor, Madam Senator. I want to say this, Madam Speaker. I didn't do it because I was sick. The only thing I did, I talked to my area senator, my area MCA, when he came to see me, by the name Honorable Steve Warika. I asked him, what can I do? Because my brother has done me wrongs for a long time. I've been forgiving him. So I wanted him also to make his observation. He's the one who whispered to me that there is something like a motion that is being moved for the removal of the deputy governor from office. Then he's the one who connected me to the move of this motion. That is how I came to do. The first thing I've done is an affidavit, the one now I'm talking about here. The next one, I said, when I will be well, I'll move to court. Otherwise, why I'm here today is to show that my brother is misusing his power. My brother is abusing his own office. That's why I'm here. For the trees, I'll move to court. Otherwise, the court will determine who is the true owner of the trees. Thank you.
Thank you, Madam
Chatabina,
Speaker.
he said he would move to court when he's out of here.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. I want to concentrate on the charge of abuse of office, and I want the Council of the Assembly to respond. The office of Deputy Governor comes with some privileges and entitlement. We are being told here that he has at least 5 officers working for him. Can the Council tell us whether they did a research on what the Deputy Governor is entitled to have? And on this accusation of having this particular day when we had 20 county officers who went to the family farm, what evidence do we have that there were 20, so that when we are interrogating this matter, we can be able to ascertain who is telling the truth? Thank you.
Council.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Yes, it is true. There is a question of trees involved, which the witness clearly says if we were to go as the title dictates, then they would belong to their father. But that is not where the case is. The case is in the abuse of office by the Deputy Speaker. That is why we requested the Senate today to issue summons as against the Director Enforcement to come and confirm to us whether he did any investigation to confirm whether the 20 were there. It will surprise you tomorrow morning if God grants unto us health tomorrow that yes, it is true. Evidence will be tendered. Most obliged.
Senator Okemwa Nominen. Is he here?
Thank you, Madam Speaker. I want to ask Ruben.
Yes.
When did your brother, who is the Deputy Governor, when did he begin misusing powers of the office? And do you remember, do you know that he was once a member of Parliament? Second, when you become, since you become sick, as your brother provided you any medication?
Thank you, Madam Speaker. I said that my brother, when he was a member of Parliament, he didn't have much problem with us. My brother started being very rough to us, rough even to our own old father. Once he became Deputy Governor. I also said that it is me who soldered all of the medical bills. My brother has never even talked to me concerning or telling me sorry or anything up to this time as we are seated here.
Thank you. Senator Betty Montet.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. On the same issue of abuse of office, I would wish to ask Mr. Ruben to confirm whether the brother, the Deputy Governor, still has county employees at his farm to date, and if not, until when were they deployed there, since he told us that he sees them every day, or their neighbors?
Thank you, Madam Senator, the security officers at the main gate are still coming. And I said, they are those who come at night, who sleep in one of the houses in our communal compound. So those who come during the night sleep there.
Senator Oruoba.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. I have two questions. One is to the Council of the Deputy Governor. There is on the issue of going to report the case on the dispute about the trees. I wanted to know who is the official complainant, and is there an OB that was registered before the police were actually released to come and bring peace to the homestead? And the second one, my second question, is to the brother of the Deputy Governor. There's a lot of talk in town about political interest. So do you have any interest to run for political office? Or have you in the past declared any interest that would be conflicting to run for political office?
The first one was meant for me? The first question. You said council. I don't understand.
Yeah, Council, if you can answer, who was the official complainant? Because we are being told that the land belongs to the father. So on record, who is the official complainant before the police were released to come and ensure that there is peace at that? And is there an official OB that was registered? That was my first question.
Yes, Honorable Speaker, House. Yes, there is an official OB that was reported at Yangu police station, and this is attested by the fact that Mr. Ruben was actually given cash bill that is tied to that particular OB. The official complainant is the DG, as he has set out in his defense. I do not have it
Honorable Senators,
at my
that's a
fingerprint.
detail, it should be in the bundle. If he says there is an official complaint, I believe it should be in the bundle, if they want to use it. Now it's the witness to answer the second question.
Madam Speaker, I think the second one was meant for me. I want to say this. I am very sick. I have never even, I'm supposed to do even some business. But because I'm sick, I stay in my house. My brother, Dawad, is staying at home. He goes to town, to his office, he comes back, he finds me in the house. So I cannot have an interest. My dear Senator, I cannot have an interest. That one will be pure politics. I can't because I'm sick.
Senator Ledama. It's 1 minute, Senator.
It's
and
30
not more than 2
seconds.
questions.
Very sad for the family today. The family is on trial. My question is to the attorney for the DG, and I'm following up with the question asked by my sister. If, from what you showed us there, the witness was arrested, why hasn't it been charged until today? Or if he has been charged, can you please clarify that? Thank you, Madam Speaker.
Honorable Speaker, given the grand notions that we do live by of separation of powers, my client has not been involved in any way with interfering with the investigations, which are still ongoing through the National Police Service, which has its own independence, and to deal with the jurisdiction, investigate, and make the appropriate decision whether to charge or not in conjunction with the DPP. As we appear before you today, our client is not aware of any charges against Mr. Reuben.
Senator William Cheptumo, that should be the last.
Thank you, Madam
Senator.
Speaker. Madam Speaker, the issue of the trees still remains unclear to me. The land belongs to the father of Reuben and the deputy governor. And he confirmed that they were shown the parts to cultivate by their father. Now, if he did not do so, my question is this. The trees that you claim to belong to you and the trees that you planted for your brother, the ones that were being cut, harvested, before the police came, can you lay a claim on those trees as Reuben?
Sorry?
Can you claim that those trees belongs to you? Because, Madam Speaker, that is a critical question, and I think Enoch was trying to raise that issue before, so that then we are clear that the Reuben, being a witness in this case, really had a claim on a portion of the trees that was planted in his father's land.
Madam Speaker, I said the trees belong to our father because I don't have a title deed. My brother does not have a title deed. And it is not our father who showed us that you will be digging here and here. It is me and my brother who are agreed that you will be digging one side and I dig on the other side. Sometimes back, before I came, because I worked in Central Province, I worked in Meru, I worked in Embu, then I went back to Kisii. After a long time, then now is when I was at Kiamukama Tea Factory, 2003, 2005, is when I started planting trees from that side where I used to dig a long time. Then I realized, because that time there were no issues with my brother, I asked him, since you were digging this other side, give me money to buy you the seeds, the seedlings. He didn't give me. Then I bought the seedlings, I planted. Then I told him, give me 6,300. But I've said here that the issue of trees is almost an issue in this matter. Let us concentrate on the abuse of office and the misuse of power. That is the main reason why I came here. Because the trees, even if we argue here, we will not come to a conclusion.
Thank you. Thank you, Reuben. Honorable Senators, we have now come to the conclusion. I believe councils for the County Assembly of Kisii, I believe that's your last witness.
Yes, Madam Speaker, to the extent that the summons issued, the directions of the chair were that the witness will be led tomorrow. We then only have one witness remaining pursuant to the summons. But as for today, Madam Chair, we may say that we can rest at this time.
So then, Honorable Senators, the session will continue tomorrow. And I believe in the morning, there was a direction that the witness will come at 12 o'clock. Is that so? So when we resume tomorrow morning, we will then have the evidence by the Deputy Governor. So the team from the Deputy Governor's side can prepare for that at 9 a.m. when we resume. Can you be patient, senators? Honorable senators, having concluded the business listed in the order paper of the day, the Senate stands adjourned until tomorrow, Thursday, 14th March 2024 at 9 a.m.